Good morning. Communication is important and very supportive of our relationship with others. By communicating, we can mutually convey meaning and opinions. Much information can be obtained by communication. Good communication can indicate a concern with other people, search, and so on. Everything we do would not be separate for communication. If there is an inner communication, may cause misunderstanding, which would frustrate the purpose and goal to be achieved. Sometimes it's apparent insecurity starting a communication, even with people who are already known. We are not sure the topic will be delivered or fear of making mistakes in the selection of topic. In addition, if we have to meet new people like you have just moved house, you will have a new neighbor. You may not just be silent in the house during you stay in the house. You should start to get acquainted. It is a first step the communication is going to happen. Therefore, the need for skills to expand its relationship with other people we meet. Not necessarily people that we encounter have in common with us, or being happy or sad feelings we did not know. Here, I will to try explain how to communicate well with others. First, we must listen carefully to interlocutors. Make an impression as to be enthusiastic about the conversation what's happening. Interlocutor will feel value and feel confident. It signifies that we care for interlocutor. If you don't pay attention of the speaker, there will be misunderstanding and impression you don't care. While starting the conversation should give a good impression on the listener. That way, your conversation will be more attractive and don't seem boring. Next, think about what will be subject quickly. If you didn't set up the topic of conversation, you can move topic and the sidelines of the conversation. It can happen if you already feel enjoy health talk with the speaker. But if you have not found the topic at conversation, not too long of choosing a topic. You can just shoot the other person. The atmosphere will be silent and awkward. Start to ask some question about your interests or hobbies or the other person. It could have been so you can find similarity inadvertently. Notably, when the other person is talking, try not to interrupt. It can leave an impression that is irrelevant and not listening well. Keep the conversation turns. Try to identify the type of the other person. If the person is the person to the point or the people who are happy with illustration and explanation, it was worth nothing. In addition, try to identify the person you are speaking atmosphere, whether it's happy or sad. It can be seen from the body language or intonation of speech. You can try to adjust the atmosphere of the other person. If in the middle of conversation you feel amazed or interest, say it with good sentence. It can add sense of familiarity and sense of caring. Explain why you are interested in the topic being told. When it's your turn, tell about yours clearly. It can trigger sense of trust of interlocutor toward us. Make sure that what's discussed was not too much of interest in interlocutor. Tell about yourself, your personality, hobbies, and so on. Make it attractive as possible so that interlocutor feel comfortable with us and understand what we are told. Eventually, you and the interlocutor will know each other well. Give a smile on the other person. It will give an impression that you love them and you appreciate that attendance. Interlocutor will feel that his presence give a good impression to you. Thus, the awkward feeling will slowly disappear and the conversation will be smoothly. Don't forget to give prolonged eye contact. Eye contact that you give to interlocutor communicates that you are not only interested in them, but it also shows that you are in the trustworthy person. By doing eye contact, then the impression that the other person that you are confident with yourself, because it would you provide opportunity to meet. If this has been done, then the other person will pay attention that you and what you say. Use words like us when you talk about things are of the group. It aims Make the interlocutor feel like joining in the story that you tell. This can help to build a bond with the other people. After experiencing some conversation long enough, you can draw a conclusion from the interest of the other person. Try to give a good advice. For example, if the other person like watching movie in the cinema, you give a reference about the movie what you think is a good movie. Tell advantages of the movie and make the other person feel happy. If the other person feel and the benefit your advice, people will look you in the future to discuss other matter. If the other person is a younger person, tells the indicate in trouble, try to listen carefully. After that, try to give suggestion as you see fit with the being encountered. You can also tell your experience if you ever have the same problem. Thus, the other person will feel that you attendance and provide motivation on what being experienced. Providing motivation may indirectly be a moral support which can be taken on other person at ease. But be carefully to express it. Don't impress you know everything or give any impression or you have everything visible than others. The conclusion of the various things then can support good communication is actually everyone has their own way in their communication with others. So what I said was just a little bit experience I had and I have made. Let's sum the technique and the communication flow itself, so will look natural. This can lead to best result than you seem to base on the existing technique. Develop technique that you encounter when you communicating with others or how to deal with other person will get a different treatment. If you have successfully performed in the development of variety of things you made, then you have become a skilled communicator. You can create a variety and opportunity that you not appear before. It has some strength of good communication. Thank you.